les blondes sont trop profondes. Okay, sorry.
It's a mine now. So, Mr. Marc Canter.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Very good.
Did you have a good day today at Webcom Montreal?
Yes, it's been a great show.
Okay, so you opened the conference this morning and you're closing it tonight.
Yes.
So you are a very important guest this year.
That's the rumor.
Can you tell me what was your message in this conference today?
Well, we talked about how to build the open mesh, and the idea was that big companies, the behemoths like Google and Microsoft, they dominate our industry, and they take most of the revenues. So the idea of the open mesh, see, we have something called the open stack. This is a series of different open standards. So if you take the open stack and you insert it into this world of proprietary platforms, where is the money? How can small companies make money in this environment? Well, the key thing is to understand is where the traffic comes from. The traffic comes from the users. So the users are the mesh. The users are the things that connect together all these different islands and bring revenues to everybody. Okay? So, of course, from a political point of view, is how can we organize together to demand our rights? But remember, the people don't represent one thing. They represent lots of different small to medium-sized companies. So you must have open standards to be able to unite together. And this is inside what we call the open stack.
So the open stack, it's the idea of services or protocol?
Yes, everything. Schemas, we have OpenID for identity. We have OAuth for authentication. We have portable contacts for moving your list of friends around. We have Open Social, which is a standalone application. There are many different aspects of the open stack.
But it's always the same battle that has been fought for centuries now between powerful people who want to take power and the rest of us who want to try to make a living.
Yes, you know, Marx said that the revolution would come from the bourgeoisie, you know? And we've seen over and over again that the power of the people is great, but then it becomes usurped. So let's say with trade unionism, when the unions started, well, now we saw the mafioso come in and take over the unions, right? And in the various political parties, we see the extremists always coming in, right? So the same thing in my business, you know? In the 80s, it was Microsoft versus Apple. In the 90s, it was Netscape versus Microsoft, right? Now we have 5 major powers all battling it out, okay? And within all this, hopefully will come
Google, Yahoo,
Microsoft, Facebook, and MySpace.
Okay.
Apple is closed. They do not participate in our world. AOL is dead, okay? So now the theory is that the users, us people, want to have our data. We want to control our list of friends, our list of blog posts, our profile data, and this is why we created a Bill of Rights for users of social media. I was one of the authors of this, okay? So we were trying to demand our rights, and now we're seeing all these big behemoths supporting our open standards, right? So we know that they want to make the users happy. And if they resist and stay closed silos, then the users will abandon them. Because before MySpace, there was Friendster, right? And then after MySpace, there was Facebook. And Facebook knows that there's something else coming after. So they always have to be able to stay relevant and innovative. And today, what we call is open is the new black. Open is the new trend that they must adhere to.
And this applies to technology, but does it apply also to communication, to contents, to everything?
Yeah, I consider all those part of technology. Yes, the idea is that in an online world, when we have the cloud, and you can move your data around, and I can move around the world, and I've got the real-time web and all this technology. I'm in my car, I'm in my living room, I'm playing my game machine, I've got my cable television box. They must all be united together. So I can have one account that's my account. And maybe I'm working with Rogers, and maybe I'm working with Bell Canada and various big companies, but it still comes down to me. That's my phone.
That's yours.
So I'm doing an interview now. Honey, I'm doing an interview. I'll have to call you back. Bye. Sorry.
That's the open mesh.
And the real-time web. Yes.
Okay. So, well, thank you very much. You have a phone call, and we had.
And I've got to go do another panel.
I think so.
All right.
So a nice panel, and thank you for coming to Montreal.
Thank you.